Game on the line in the fourth.
My boyfriend told me it's irresponsible that I don't know how to swim. I've never been in a situation where I've had to, and I don't plan to be. I'm good, right?
I like that.
Yep. Next question.
All right, cool.
I like that he called it irresponsible instead of
My
like
boyfriend told me it's irresponsible
instead of
that I
being
don't
like
know how to swim.
Like if I found out my girlfriend couldn't swim, I'd just be like, "What?"
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, What are you, a child? How irresponsible are you?
You're like, what?
What happens when we're in the river and you gotta cross?
What happens when we have to kill Bin Laden?
Yeah,
We're going to leave you behind.
that's great. I mean, yeah, if you
Here's the thing: is like I think the key in that whole thing is she goes, "I've never been in that situation, and I don't plan to be." I think it's not about planning to be in one.
that's the thing why you need to learn.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You're going to be in a situation you didn't plan for.
Yes.
Where you're now drowning.
Yeah.
Head first.
Yeah.
Swimming's
Drowned in
not
the
always-
Baduzzi.
it's not always-
He's like, I learned how to swim, so I wasn't drowning your Baduzzy. You could at least put on some floaties, bitch.
I mean, it's just some big chick sitting like this, and she's like, I never knew how to swim, and then a guy in a snorkel mask and floaties comes up from eating her out. You don't know how to swim?
Man, there are a lot of straws down there.
The amount of litter.
What'd you say?
The amount of litter.
The amount of litter.
Twice the size of Texas.
There's so many hustle cups at the bottom of your Baduzzi. Straws and hustle cups
Oh
at the
my
bottom of your
God.
Baduzzi. It's disgusting. Clean up this L.A. river.
Yeah.
I'm good, right? I guess that's the question.
I mean,
You're good.
at least try.
You
Go
don't
to the
have to
Y.
know.
The real advice is that's not the point of knowing how to swim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's some people never swim though. So I mean,
It's
Yeah.
not like, I got a brown suit, a black suit, and a gray suit. I'm good, right? It's
Yes.
like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
I would get a blue one
yeah.
too.
First of
So
all, it's nice to know we have black
blue, gray,
listeners.
Yeah, blue, gray, black.
Nothing.
What'd
But
you say?
yeah,
I said it's nice to know we have black listeners
oh,
You
yeah,
do?
I missed that. That's funny.
because of the Nick can't
Oh boy,
swim. Hey,
jeepers.
little
bro.
racial humor.
That was nice.
Turnip and Stone doesn't shy away from a little racial humor.
I guess not.
We bring it to you right in the Baduzzi.
You could tell
way.
they got all the black listeners because they misread turnip for turn up, and they were like, they're like, "Hey man, what's going on here? Turn up and get stoned."
That's what we're gonna do for a celebratory podcast. Whenever we sell one ticket,
You're gonna turn up and get
we
stoned.
were gonna do it
Gonna
for
get-
like the 10th live episode, but that came and went.
Eric's
but
gonna get drunk, and I'm gonna do ayahuasca.
I'm getting
on it.
turned up.
yeah, I'm getting kind of fucked up.
I'm getting turned up with Dorf beer, Braven style Dunkellager,
Bavarian.
Bavarian.
You said Brafen.
Oh, Braven. I've had a few too many Dorf beers.
I've had a few too many Dorf beers. I'm good, right?
Urban. I guess
I'm
this.
good to
Hey,
talk,
Steve. I
right?
guess this was probably written by one of our Urban Chestnut viewers.
Just
Hey, that's the St. Louis
It's the
beer.
description of the beer. But they're calling urban chestnuts.
hello, my urban chestnut friend.
Oh no, I can say it. They
That's
have
the
an
St. Louis
urban
beer.
chestnut.
I can say it. My girlfriend is an almond.
She's an urban chestnut.
That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ever been with an urban
That
chestnut?
podcast has really opened up now.
Yeah, around the second
You
podcast.
cracked
Yeah,
open-
well,
you
we
cracked
didn't have
open
Dorf
this,
beers in. I'm feeling loose.
You cracked open this chestnut, that's for sure.
Oh, Urban Chestnut's the brewing company.
St. Louis.
Really?
Good stuff. Anywho,
Yeah, I'm going to say learn how to swim
Yeah, learn how to swim.
Yeah,
just because
no.
you should.
Just it's like open up a Roth IRA and learn. It's just like that should be a thing in your life.
All right, now everyone go around the circle and say the thing that if they were stereotyped based on their looks, that because you look like you'd be the guy. It's like opening a Roth IRA.
It's funny because I am.
It's like having a Cahool T-shirt and a good jawline. It's just something that you do.
It's funny because I'm in the worst financial state I've been in years.
Yes,
Really?
So
yeah.
I'm one to talk, but
you've been out of your parents' house for
but
6 months. Of
yo,
course,
I
you're
used,
the
I used to be a lifeguard, so
I was a lifeguard
we can
in
swim.
high school. Oh yeah.
Nice. My girlfriend can't swim, so that's cool. She's good though.
How irresponsible.
She's probably fine.
She's probably fine.
It is irresponsible. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, it's not. You don't have to swim. We live in the Midwest.
But that's not.
But what happens if
what if you
you
need to?
Why do you need to?
What if
Your
you
car
drive?
goes off a fucking bridge into a
Yeah, that's what
river?
I'm.
Yeah, that's a great. I couldn't think of an example. You just
Perfect
gave me the perfect one.
Right.
Then you're fucking dead.
What if you fall into a pool?
Yeah, your option is, I suppose, to.
Pool.
From the boyfriend's point of view, it could be like, well, if you have a dumb girlfriend who won't learn how to swim, the good news is once she drowns.
What if you want to go to the beach with your kid one day?
Well, you
Yeah.
can stand it. The kid's not going.
What if the kid's really good at swimming?
Well, then he's good without
What
me.
if the kid gets swept away?
Yeah.
You want to be able to save your kid.
You can't do anything though if your kid gets swept. What?
Oh,
Like
maybe
the
you
undertow?
Yeah.
You're not.
My
going
dad
there.
could. Yeah, my dad could save me when I
No,
was
he
a kid.
couldn't. In the
Yeah.
undertow?
He was a surfer.
Your dad can't save you right now, pal.
He's actually been. He could save me right
Your dad
now.
can't save you right now. You're at the 7-Eleven surrounded by urban chestnuts. Your dad can't save you now, buddy. They're calling
Keep walking. Your dad can't save you now.
They're calling you fat.
It's just urban chestnuts.
Look at this urban macadamia
I
fat
had to
ass
call
walking by.
Man, your ass a Brazil nut.
Brazilian nut lift. That was stupid as fuck. You hated that.
I love that.
Okay, Steve-O, what's the next
You wanna hear
question?
the next one.
Wait,
Yeah.
no. I want to get to it. Just,
Oh,
you
okay.
actually not think that his girlfriend should learn how to swim?
If she wants to, I don't think she needs to drop everything and get in the fucking pool.
No, but like
Her
you
life
know,
has been
I would say
fine
within
thus far.
within a calendar year of your boyfriend learning that you can't swim.
I think he's clearly overreacting.
Also, if you're an adult, it would take you like a day to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Enough to like say, it's
Yeah,
just like
you
an
have to just
afternoon.
keep your head above water.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It's like if you go your whole life without doing it, it's going to take a minute.
I haven't swam in a while. I don't think I can keep myself above water.
You don't think so?
Yeah, you could.
I think I
You've
would
been
just.
kayaking in the ocean.
I-
You could,
lay
you
it-
could do it enough if like you needed to survive.
I suppose, but I guess I was just always like in pools, to where it's like,
You haven't done it in a high stress. You haven't done it. Let's go to the lake. Would you go swim in the lake with me?
yeah, sure,
That'd be fun. All right, let's do that.
we got to do it soon.
That'd be a good. Actually, let's do a turn up and stone where we go to the lake.
Lakeside.
Lakes. We're doing a few lakeside episodes. Let's go jump in at the lake and then
I
record
can't-
an episode after we
I
swim.
can't unhear turn up.
Turn up and
And
stone.
turn
Turned up and stoned.
Yeah.
Beep-a-dee-doo.
You'll know we're doing good when we finally record the turned up and stoned episode where Steve is stoned and I'm drunk.
That's right.
Instead of Steve being sober and me being drunk.
Steve,
That's
do you smoke or drink or anything?
No.
No.
Right now, I'm sober as a judge.
Yeah. Do you do weed or anything at all? No.
Nada. No porn.
Oh, you cut out weed recently, right?
Try to cut out sugar.
Well,
But I
thanks
ha-
for the whole thing.
I
But
cut
haven't
swimming.
eaten- I
I was
haven't,
just about to say that I cut out
Cut out
swimming.
women.
I haven't eaten Cinnamon Toast Crunch a lot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
cinnamon toast.
So-
That's kind of contradictory to the cutting
That's
out
kind
sugar.
of putting in sugar.
By cutting out sugar, I haven't been cutting out sugar at all. I just eat a lot of sugar.
And I've been watching lots of porn.
And I've been...
And I'm
And-
stoned.
and I'm drunk.
And I have a flask that's in
And
my
I'm
sock.
turned up.
I have
Nice.
a tampon soaked in vodka in my rectum right
You
now.
guys want to do blow?
You guys ever done coke? Anywhere?
Yeah. Like recently.
Recently?
I-
First time?
No, like I'll do it when it's offered.
Recreationally.
That's how it starts.
That's
That
dangerous.
is how it starts.
Oh, it started.
You better find a
do
band,
it.
or it's going to be useless. And you're
What'd
just
you
going to
say?
be. I said you better find a band, or it's just not. It's all for nothing.
It's wasted.
No, you just need to know a guy. Not a
Can I
whole
ask what you do after you do it?
bunch. Have a really good time.
Yeah, but where are you at that it's such a good time?
It's like it doesn't really matter. Like it's just like everything's like super ideal in that moment. That's why like people always joke about like, oh, we like started a business when we did coke, is because like it turns on that part of your brain that like makes you think you accomplished something. So like it's like the feeling of like after you crush, have a great set, you're just like on cloud 9. It's like that.
Dude, have you been to Cloud 8 though? They got good chicken wings. I went to
Nah, I keep getting bullied when I go there.
yeah Cloud 11.
Cloud 11.
Zach Liss, you know him,
Yeah.
right? He was telling me a funny joke. I was like, yeah, I don't know that. Like, I just heard like someone was doing like, I saw someone do coke at the Lincoln Lodge, and I was like, I don't understand why are you doing it there on like a Tuesday. And then he did this great joke where he was like, Yeah, why would you do coke and then be like, Max Sorich, how are you? Like you're just fucking wigged out on coke at like a Tuesday show.
It's really helping me focus on this local themed showcase with 7 people in the audience. I really honed in.
I'm ready to cook eggs. No, but I'm doing that show actually. Are you?
What show?
No, that's me and
Sauteed?
AJ Leidig.
Are doing sauteed?
Yeah.
I got a roast Katie Kincaid coming up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Got a few jokes in the bank. I'll pitch you some jokes.
Nice.
If you want to come right here with me, sometime soon.
By the way, the Robert Kelly roast is up to 45,000.
Really?
It's the second most popular video now on their page.
That's good.
Actually,
I
I'll
did
check.
a good job on that
You
one
did
for
do
once.
a good
My
job.
stupid idiot life. My roasts have been pretty good for the most part.
So, I guess you should learn how to swim.
Yeah, 3-1. We say learn how to swim. Steve says no rush.
Don't make it a priority. If you want to swim, swim.
The funny thing about Turnip and Stone is how many questions we go. Yeah, you do like.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah,
Anyway,
You'll figure it
life
out.
is a tragedy and it will go on. Anyways, I haven't been to a dentist in 15 years. And as far as I know, haven't had any problems. 15 years.
Yeah, people used to go
Do
their
I
whole
just
lives.
keep on trucking? Thanks, guys.
I'm going to say, much like the last one, go to the dentist. Both these
Why
questions
not?
are people
Yeah.
identifying problems and then asking if they should solve them. Yes.
As far
Fix
as
the
I
problem.
know,
Yeah.
I love that. As far as I know,
As far as I don't.
Here's the thing. I didn't go to the dentist for 5 years
Yeah.
when I moved here because I was a degenerate, bad financial situation, whatever.
Yeah.
I went to the dentist, and I didn't know anything was wrong. I've had like 4 cavities filled since then.
Yeah,
These
but
are
I
going
think
off
like the dentist, you can kind of get away with not going.
No, people used to go their whole lives with no dentist.
No, I know.
People
like,
used to go their lives no doctor.
Yeah.
But
I think
now that
and
they're
their
here-
whole lives were 40 years.
yes, yeah. Now
no,
that they're
go
here,
to go to the doctor because but what are you gonna get at the dentist? It's like unless something I think is visibly wrong, like you can feel something. I think you're.
no, but this
fine.
is what they do, and this is from my dental experience. Is that I didn't go to the dentist. I go in, and they go, "We filled the cavities that we could, but the problem is you start to
Plaque.
degrade the sides of the teeth, like close to the gums."
Plaque.
And they're like, "It's very hard to fill those."
Plaque.
If we filled them, the fillings would degrade within like 5 years,
I
and
am
you'd have to just
walrus.
get them refilled. So please start taking care of those.
Yeah.
And so this is why I would say go to the dentist.
Black.
Have you seen The Big Lebowski?
Yeah, but it's been a
You're
while.
fucking Donnie over there. He's like, I am the
Um,
walrus. Steve Buscemi's character. He keeps saying it.
Yeah. It's definitely not a racket. Like it's good to go to the dentist
That's
once or
kind of
twice
a
year.
racket. That goes veterinarians, dentists.
Veterinarians.
Those
Oh,
porn,
what?
sugar.
I got to put down my dog. And take it
There's
to some
the-
guy.
There's 3 rackets
It's like
in this world.
HVAC technicians and veterinarians are the same.
Steve is a man
caliber.
attuned to a scam.
I'll tell you what. They go and they go, look, Sparky here, we could do the A treatment on him. That's going to be $5,400. We're going to scan his body. We're going to take out all the problems. We're going to fix his right paw, no problem. Put a little cone around him. It's going to run you $5,400. But depending on how much you like your dog, we'll see what we can do. We can put together a package for $1,200, and it might work. They just fucking throw you tiered packages.
Yeah, I had
It's all
I
made
had a
up.
similar thing. My parents split, so I went to go live with my mom, the dog, but I would see it every now and again, and I'd see her. And she got sick this past year, and she was like, just one day was like, like panting really, and it was like crazy. So took her to the vet. She could like even walk, and I was like, man, maybe she's just getting old, her hips, and then just we had to put her down that night because it was just like
That's fucked up.
it was cancer, so it was just crazy, like how quick.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it reminded me of the similar situation. They're like, we can do surgery, or we can't. And it
So,
was
yeah.
kind of a weird thing that it's
Yeah.
like.
Here's
it's
the thing:
really-
is
yeah.
that what they don't tell you is it's the same equation for people. They just put a little bit more flowery language around it.
We
Yeah.
just got insurance.
But what happens is, it doesn't matter if it's a dog, a car, or a person. What always happens is you bring it into the shop and they go, this is the amount of money it will take to try and resolve this problem. Are you financially secure enough to run the diagnostics?
Yeah.
And if the answer is no, then unfortunately, I remember, dude, when my childhood dog was sick, like he was, 12 or 13, when it getting to the end of the dog range, and he was like a very independent dog. Like he wasn't, he liked my family. He was like not like a come sit cuddle kind of, you know what I mean? He was like a big, spent a lot of time outdoors dog or whatever. Yeah. And I remember he was like in his last month of life, and he was like sitting on the floor, old, kind of spread. And he's like, and I remember like I went down and like kneeled down. I was like, I'm trying to spend some time, and he like was breathing so hard. I was like, I wish there was something I could do to help you. I just love you so much, but I'm sorry. I wish you could talk so I could just figure out what you need. And while I was sitting there like saying that out loud to him, he got up and just walked away and like laid down like 20 feet away just to be away from it. And I remember thinking,
how old were you?
I was like maybe 19.
So is this
20.
long-haired kilt Eric?
Yeah.
No kidding. The dog was like,
yeah. He was just like, dude, I fucking can't with your pussy bullshit right now.
I was going to whip your balls under that wool skirt.
It's like, dude, leave me alone. Your girlfriend can't swim. She's lame. You don't go to the dentist. Yeah, I had a similar thing. My grandma's cat, his name was Sylvester. He was getting up there in age, and she was like, you guys got to get over here.
I don't know why, but I just imagine like it's your grandma's cat. You're not particularly close with it. You've seen it like 4 times.
Oh, I was very.
Your grandma's just like, you guys gotta get over here. Sylvester's not doing too good.
No,
I was close with the old Sylvester man. He's a good cat, but we get over there and she's like, all right, we're gonna put him in a box. We're going to go take him to the vet, and we're just going to euthanize. I don't want him laying here in pain,
Yeah.
So she goes to put him in the box. He was laying under the bed, and I get under there, and I'm like petting his little nose. And I'm like, hey, buddy, you were a great cat. He was like 12 or 13 or 14, something like that. I'm like, hey, buddy, you were a great cat. Way to hang in there. And then my grandma goes to like scoop him into the box, and he goes, "Meow," and pops up and runs away. It was like, can't a motherfucker get a cold in the house? And then he was
bitch can't get sick in the house no more.
Then he died 2 weeks later. But that was the really fucked up part. Was my grandma was like, okay, now he's dead. He's in the basement. I guess she went down to the basement, and she's older, so she has to go down the stairs. It's a little tougher. And apparently he was like cartoon Acme styled, laid out on his belly, dead because his limbs go limp. So fucked up. So I guess he's like on the floor, and my grandma puts him so fucked up. She puts him in a garbage bag. I don't know what else to really do with him,
Yeah.
And she goes, hey, can you just come over here and we'll figure it out? And then she was like, all right. So I go over there, and she's like, all right, what do you think we do? And I'm like, well, I mean, I'll bury him somewhere, whatever. And she was like, yeah, can we just like throw him in the garbage can? And I was like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, well, it's not like the garbage man's going to snoop through the trash. I go, it's not that. It's like, morally, I don't think I can throw away the cat. Huh?
It's both those things.
No, fuck that. Is it a law to throw a cat? He's dead.
I think it is.
That is a grandma move to just be like, throw him in the fucking garbage.
Yeah.
Well, she was a nurse for like 40 years, so like death doesn't, and she's older, so like she's just so numb by it, and like it doesn't, it's just a thing to her.
My folks were in medicine too, so it was a similar like. Yeah. I remember when the dog died, he was it was like at night, so we couldn't take him somewhere or whatever. And I was at an open mic in North Carolina. I got a phone call like right before the open mic that the dog died. I went up. I did all 4 minutes about the dog. Drove home. Went to the garage and was like, which felt like for a year 2 comic. I was like, that was my Doug Stanhope fucking like whatever, truth and comedy. And I go home, the dogs, and I remember being like, just crying in the garage. The dog's dead body is there.
It's tough.
It's
dude.
no good. It's
yeah.
But anyway, so then the next day, my mom and dad are like at work, and they're like, "Can you just take the dog to the vet place and see how they dispose
They'll
whatever?"
get rid of him, yeah.
And I was like, "Okay." So me and my younger brother like are using his bed mattress as like a
stretcher.
As a stretcher to like lift the dog up, and like bile comes out of its mouth, and you're like, and we get there, and we're like, "What are the options?" And he's like, "Well, we can bury it." And I was like, "If you guys bury it, where can we go? Like, leave flowers?" He goes, "We can't tell you where we bury it. It's not like allowed." And I was like,
"What?"
There's probably a lot of people that go in there and try and dig up their pets.
Yeah, or something like that. So I was like, okay. And then he was like, "We can cremate it if you want the ashes." And I call my mom, and I was like, "All right, well, they can bury it or they can cremate it." She goes, "I don't want to deal with the ashes. We don't have like a place for it, and we're trying to sell the house. We don't need to move with like a urn full of stuff." And so I was like,
stuff.
Yeah. And I was like, "I guess you guys can bury it in your hidden cemetery somewhere."
Yeah.
And he's like, "All right, well, just wait here. We'll be back in a minute." And then we just had to, he was like in the back of the Corolla. And we had to wait for like 15 minutes till 2 attendants came through. And
it'd be funny if you
moved it.
wheeled your dog in there and he's like, "All right, he's dead." The vet's just like, "Anything else?" But yeah, my grandma, so after the cat was in the
$4,000.
Now we can do a surgery to remove the bile if you want, but yeah, my grandma put him in the cat in a bag, and then his claw had ripped through the bag because he was like, he was in there like that. He's like all fucked up and it's all twisted and shit, and so his claw was ripped through, and she puts him on the, she's like holding it, and I'm like, I will bury him. Let's keep like, it's a proper send off.
yeah.
And she's like, okay. And she's walking with the bag and the claws sticking through. And she's like, so sad. And then she's handing it to me. And then she goes, rear, rear, rear. And then I'm like, what the fuck? She goes, no, he's dead. And just kind of leaves him on and she leaves him on the floor and walks inside. And then I buried this cat. And she goes, oh, there's a new flower. Dig up the flower and bury the flower on top. So I did this all. And I'm burying, and it's like drizzling.
Yeah.
And I'm in cargo shorts and sandals and a White Sox hat and T-shirt. And she's in the window taking a picture, and she takes a picture, and it's just me like standing with the shovel, like I was going like hat half up on my head. And then she said, I get a text 10 minutes later to all the family members saying, "What a good grandson, Peyton coming by to bury our Sylvester." And it's just a picture of me just after burying this cat Sylvester. It was fucked up.
How old were you?
Peyton and I just went
This was
through
like 2
a
years
trip
ago.
down memory lane.
Yeah. But
Anyway, so this
go
guy
to the dentist. Yeah. Go to the dentist.
Yeah.
Go to the dentist. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Why not? If you're writing an advice podcast with 50 subscribers,
First, check your finances.
Also,
out.
15 years.
it's like just check in. Even if the dentist is a ripoff,
You got to be
after
flossing.
15 years, you'll get your money's
And
worth.
does this guy drink? Is he a smoker?
Yeah, that's-
Does he drink coffee? Like,
Because
Yeah.
it could be so past that it's not even worth it.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Because
it's
the
like-
doctor's going to
circle,
hit you with. Because if you're 15 years no dentist, you know the dentist is going to be like, you got to get this done.
Yeah.
And you can't sit
Every
there.
now and then, it's like the lady who lives to 105 drinking Pepsi every day. Or what? Sometimes you just walk in, you're like, "Hey, I haven't been to the dentist in 15 years." And they go, "You done a good job. Your teeth look
yeah.
great." You know what I mean? Like,
It's true.
Also, during the middle of all that, just now, you guys missed it, but I went to go take a sip of beer, and I just missed, and it went all over my shirt. It's like,
Yeah, well, I was.
this is a lot of beer in a thing.
It's
it's
a
I
cartoonishly funny
miss,
bottle.
Sometimes I just miss my mouth. I just missed my mouth.
All right, we got another one here. You guys ready? How do I quit my job when we live in a system that has us in a chokehold financially / insurance?
You don't.
You do not quit.
How do you quit
Okay,
your
next
job? Is you,
question.
just, is you just quit?
What
do
do I
after
do
that? That's the
if
question.
the economy sucks? Yeah.
You work a job that you don't
Yeah.
like
Yep.
because the alternative is
That is a problem with this country now, I think, with newer generations of people are like, how am I supposed to live? And it's like, you're really not.
yeah.
It's hard.
Everything
Yeah.
that we do
Yeah,
is
that's a good
define
point.
the
Life
absolute odds.
sucks.
People think that it's like, I didn't get to go to Venice this year.
Yeah.
It's like you probably will never go to Venice.
Most people don't go to Venice.
Your
Yeah,
life,
most people
yeah.
live and die not even knowing.
Most people live
what
and
Venice
die in Phoenix, Arizona, and you'll just never go to Venice.
somewhere outside of Phoenix.
Somewhere outside of
people
Phoenix. My aunt is
track
there
8.
dying right now. I'm not kidding.
That's a track somewhere outside of Phoenix.
Somewhere outside of Phoenix. That's the Tom Waits song.
That's just a good sounding, yeah.
Somewhere.
That is true. Everyone's like,
outside of
how do I,
Phoenix.
how do I do this and how do I do that? It's like you have to fucking work.
Except you're not special. Suck it up. You've put yourself in a position to go to a job you hate every day.
Yeah.
It's no one's fault but your own.
Or stay in that job.
It's not ideal.
Yeah.
I wish it was different.
I'm working. Yeah, we're all. I think everybody in here is working a job that they're planning on abandoning one day for comedy.
And it's like we all have the luxury of having something we like outside of that job, which makes it less sad.
Sure. There's
But
people who
most-
go to those jobs and just go home and they're like drinking their urban chestnut beer and go to sleep.
Now,
If all I
here's
had
the
was
thing.
to- yeah.
I wrestle with this. Is that actually worse? Is there part of where it's like I have a higher, like something I'm moving towards that I'm not getting to, that potentially is worse than just being the person who's like, yeah, I don't love it, but I don't hate it, and afterwards I watch New Girl, I like New Girl, and then I fall asleep.
I
It's
think
like,
that's worse.
I think
it might be.
I think it's worse to us.
it's different for everyone.
Yeah.
Or else those people
Yeah,
would be
that's a good
doing.
point,
Those
yeah.
people would be doing comedy then.
Yeah.
I
You know
mean,
what
and
I
also
mean?
people change. Like one day, 50, I don't know, 10 years from now, I might wake up and be like, oh, I just want to like be in marketing and have a kid,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But for now, that sounds awful, But I mean, one day, like people. That's why like I don't want to get any. I have tattoos. I say this with no disrespect, but like no more tattoos because like I know I'm gonna change.
You have tattoos?
Yeah, I have two.
Really?
Yeah,
Where?
on my leg.
No kidding.
I'll show you them sometime.
I have tattoos.
I know. Yeah, that's why I said no.
You want to guess what the tattoos are before he tells us? I'm gonna guess one's a swastika and one's oops.
The Vanguard symbol for a mutual
Both are
fund.
swastikas.
Yeah. What are your tattoos?
One's on my ankle. It's
Yeah.
the number 28.
Oh,
Because
nice.
my birthday's August 28th. My sister's is July 28th. So we got 28. And then one's like a wolf, geometric wolf on my thigh. Like I was
Oh, yeah.
18.
Woo!
How do you
For
feel about
werewolf
those?
coffee. It's a great coffee. Another
How do I
great
feel
coffee.
about it?
How do you feel about the wolf? Because you said you feel you might change.
So
you don't wanna
I
get any
think,
more.
I
They have
a
think
geometric wolf
meanings
thing.
change. So now the tattoo represents being fucking retarded when you're 18.
Yeah, but you talk about. I got most of my tattoos when I was 18 and 19.
Yeah.
Do you like
You have
them all?
like band logos though. They're
yeah,
cool.
I do like my tattoos,
Yeah.
but it's all bands. So it's Rolling Stones. I have the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I have the Foo Fighters, like the FF. I have that. All these bands I still like, and none of them are rapists or pedophiles, so it's fine. I have, like,
Well, they are. That just isn't out.
Well, that's only if you read the book.
Yeah, David Grohl's perfect.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
know.
I
I'm
have,
making no accusations.
Yeah, I mean, I just have goofy ass band tattoos that I still like them, and I'm actually getting one. Like,
We're not letting him in.
Yeah, go around.
hang on, we should
It's
actually,
locked. It's locked there too.
Wait, should we not let him in?
Wait,
No, we're not going to
Did I
interrupt
just
this.
send him the wrong way?
Yeah, you told him that it's unlocked back there. It's not unlocked.
Oh, I thought you could go unlock this one. I thought you were just go unlock this one.
Wait,
No, I'm not
wait,
gonna-
are we letting him in?
No.
That's awesome.
Wait.
not
I,
locking
Wait,
him out.
adjust the camera for
No,
the
no,
window.
no. We'll let him when he comes back around. We'll let him back in.
No. I thought we weren't letting him in at all.
No.
I did this assuming it was you would catch on to the joke and then just let him in the front. But now
He's going around back.
fuck.
Yeah. And now Steve's documented being the guy letting him in, so now we all look like assholes.
Anyway,
Sorry, Matt.
so I have a Tom Petty
We were trying to be
tattoo,
funny. Tom Petty.
Red Hot
Who was the
Chili
guy who
Peppers.
was going like that?
The
What's that
Stick
mean?
Man? That's a Pearl Jam tattoo.
Pearl Jam.
Which I'm seeing next week at the United Center.
Ooh, nice, dude.
Yeah.
That's something I do not see enough live music. That's something I
You
want to
got
like
to.
actively.
You got to
be
go to
better about.
concerts. It's such a
Yeah.
mood changer.
Yeah.
He's back on this side, Steve.
And it's really like therapeutic. Not to be like stupid and
No.
whatever.
That's a Vice podcast.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a live advice podcast.
It's a live advice podcast.
I kept doing that in the
Believe
car.
that.
We were in the car doing a show and we were driving back and I'm like, Eric, your podcast is almost there. It's you got to add like a live advice element to it. And he was like, that's the thing. I'm like, no. There's more to it. Here
Um,
he comes. This is unbelievable.
Dude, yeah, I don't know. The last concert I saw, I went to an EDM festival, Spring Awakening.
Last concert I technically was at Bruce Springsteen. I sat outside Wrigley.
Oh,
Did you go somewhere?
Recently?
I just saw him walk back around this way.
Now I feel really bad.
Why?
Because I looked at him and went like, yeah, you got to go around back.
Well, Steve just went to the bathroom, so he doesn't care. Yeah, I went and sat outside Springsteen, outside Wrigley for the last 10 songs.
Nice.
How was that?
It was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be with any. Like I was just I came
Yeah.
from the burbs and I was on Lakeshore and I go, oh dude, it's like 9. I was like, he's not.
back.
I was like, he's not done yet.
Wait. He's back.
All right, when he comes in, everyone.
Yeah, dude.
So yeah, I sat outside for Springsteen. It was great. And then the last two songs, the cops went and made me move my car.
That's
So I missed Dancing in the Dark and 10th Avenue Freeze Out, which is my favorite Bruce Springsteen song. But anyway.
yeah, you did your best. Steve, you want to read off another question?
Steve used his hands to dry. Did you dry your hands with your shirt?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I spilled so much beer on myself earlier. It's like a lot. I was also like listening. I was like, oh yeah, well, I just fucking missed.
It's very funny to reach over and miss.
Mitchell's got an announcement to make.
Car got stolen
You're kidding.
What?
right in front of the fucking Laugh Factory.
Why are you here?
Grab a
That
mic.
sucks, dude.
Because I'm leaving a ride home.
Hold on, put Mitchell. Come sit over here.
Wait, did you
Share a mic
did you
with
walk
Share a
from the
mic
Laugh
with Peyton.
Factory?
No, I got to
Don't talk until you have the mic.
Yeah, so what happened?
So, Laugh Factory sign up. Put my car in that 15-minute standing zone.
Damn.
No way it was towed. I can't remember. I don't believe so. It must have been. Yeah.
Or it got towed.
Go sit over there. You left your car on
picture?
in a bad part of the city.
Can we send that to me for the title card?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Anyway, it's the gay part of the city. It's not the bad part of the city.
What's the difference?
Hey, Sorich, I didn't know it was that kind of podcast. Okay,
You didn't know that we're.
A couple boys.
I'm sorry, it's one of those
We've already-
no audience podcasts where it could be homophobic. I forgot.
White dudes
That's the plus
annexing a coffee shop.
So, I'm there. I step out. I believe I lock. I had the keys on me. It's a key fob. It's like proximity. So you shouldn't be able to take the car without my keys.
Yeah.
Actually, you can. My dad drove off and I had the keys and took the car. And it says no key. It says no key to.
Wait. We got to make sure you're talking into a mic. Otherwise, we're not going to get any of this.
You can drive off without the key fob.
And also, I don't want to
So-
rule out the possibility of towed
15-minute standing zone.
Okay, so you park
until we hear
you park the car.
Park
you-
the car
You get out. The fob's in
at-
your pocket.
Key fob in my pocket. I park at 712.
Mm-hmm.
They draw. I turn around. Car is gone. So at this point, it's been 10 minutes, not 15. So if it was towed, it would be insane for one of those no standing zones.
Where at?
I
Where
mean,
was
it could,
it at?
but it's just one of those things where it might be like the tow guy was in the area.
Yeah,
like,
I
you might have just
understand.
gotten bad luck.
Yeah.
But I don't want to rule it. I don't
You
want
would
to.
have it was close enough to where you have noticed someone hooking up.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
That's part of it too.
Got it.
So, and then I talked to the Laugh Factory. They got no cameras pointed at it. I called, was on phone. With
They have a camera pointed at it, but you got to pay $30.
exactly. They had to pay $30. A man with a nose ring a little bit for you for 60. But so it's dude. Then I called 911
Yeah.
because that's like
As you should.
As you should. I'm like, hey, got a report of a stolen vehicle. They go, great. Put me on hold. I'll tell you, that elevator music is the real Chicago jazz. That's what it is. Come on, folks. At least we're having a good time.
Good.
But yeah, just on phone.
I'm glad we let Mitchell in one of the two
He's
doors.
strangely happy for his car being
I was just
stolen.
thinking
This
that.
seems like a Fargo
I would be
situation.
destroyed.
You're like William H. Macy, like I'm cooperating with you. My car got stolen there.
I had a manic divvy bike ride to get over it, and now I'm over here. But yeah,
Damn.
dude,
God, you just
So they're
adrenaline
looking
and-
for your car right now.
exactly. I've been keeping an eye out. So far, no
Somebody's
luck.
getting
What kind of-
murdered
what
right
kind- what
now
kind
in
of
a
car is
Toyota
It is.
RAV4.
If anyone out there is looking for it, it's a 2001 RAV4. 21. My bad. 2021 Toyota RAV4 Moonrock Green.
Because there's just been a huge uptick in carjackings in Chicago recently, especially with
Mitchell's got a good joke about it.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
You don't have to burn it on the podcast.
You can see me at Zany's July 22nd, 2024. But anyway. But yeah, just if I can, it's gone, dude. Got to deal with it. I'm so happy they gave me a microphone to talk about it.
That stoic
Back to
man.
Peyton
How
real quick.
long ago? I just went up to him and I was gonna say, "How was the open mic?" And he just goes, "Car got stolen."
Peyton, can you do the Mitchell voice? Can you do car got stolen?
Your hat and glasses.
Oh wait, we have somebody coming in.
I think it's one of the coffee shop boys.
No, it might be interview.
Come on in.
Hey, yeah.
How's it going?
Can I come in?
Yes.
come on
Yeah,
in.
welcome.
We're just hanging out.
Are you with Nande?
Oh, I just live in the neighborhood.
Oh. Oh, never mind.
You do have to get out.
It's a live advice comedy podcast.
Oh, can I
Yeah. You
Yeah,
wanna sit
yeah.
in?
Pull up a chair.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
hanging up.
Yeah.
We got about 20 minutes left in the.
His car just got stolen, so you just came at a good time.
Yeah.
Good fodder. It might be about half an hour now.
So what am I doing?
What's that? Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Yeah. Give us. No, it's all
okay.
yours. We got our own. Yes, yeah. I've had enough.
All right, Steve, let's have this conversation.
Mitchell, how was the open mic?
Car got stolen. Get this. My car gets stolen. I'm walking around. I go to the Laugh Factory sign up there, pal. I go to sign up. 10 minutes. Come back. Car's gone. No explanation. All I can say, probably Biden there, pal.
So you
Did you have the fob?
I have the fodder.
Oh, I had the fob. Oh, I had the fob.
Oh God, that's so crazy.
That's wild.
There's somebody's robbing a bank with that thing right
Describe
now.
your ideal woman, Matt.
Hey, big tits, stupid thoughts. Hey, really looking for someone with a big Baduzzy there, pal. You know what I'm saying?
All right, hand it back.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
Peyton. Whoa.
Well, I'm going to call 911 at 6 a.m. when they're not busy,
Yeah.
and then try to get through to an officer. This town's falling apart. It's fucking Gotham out there, dude.
Did you have
Some guy stole his car and he was like, Gotham! Instead of got him.
Yeah, I like it. We have fun over
Tell
here.
him to put the bridges up. We gotta find this fucking thing.
I was trying to. Yeah.
The Matmobile is stolen.
Does it still have the motorcycle frame in the back of it?
No. Well, this is the worst. I picked up a furniture set for this lady I'm trying to impress. So I drove out to the suburbs, Lombard, Illinois, and I picked up a Facebook
They
Market.
steal a car with a furniture set?
Yeah, mid-century modern dining room
Also-
set is in there.
I'm trying to impress this lady. I know.
This guy got a fucking house.
He's living.
Get this, guys.
It's just a guy walking past a car that's still running outside the laughing tree. It's mid-century modern in there.
He's in the car. He's like, big baby, I got a car, big baby. You'll never believe it. Duncan was in the back seat.
Yeah, by putting the
Yeah.
the blue book value of the car.
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
That's right, baby. It's mid-century modern. This bitch.
Never seen something so pointy.
Never seen something so mid-century.
Thumb through here, pal.
If you want, I got it.
It's true.
Yeah,
Probably
you
gonna pull
can
up to
ride
the coffee
shotgun
shop.
or There's a love seat with an ottoman in the back of the car.
If you want to, there's a nice dinette where we can eat the takeout.
Damn.
Dude,
Well,
that sucks. I'm sorry.
No. I had my wallet on me.
I'm trying to think if there's something in there you could like geolocate the car with.
Yeah,
Isn't
no,
there like
nothing.
an
Are you trying to make fun of my phone
Dude,
right now, too?
if you were
I have my
Adam
phone on me.
Crescetti, your dogs would be gone too.
What's up?
I said if you were Adam Crescetti, your dogs would be gone
That
too.
is a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They stole his car with his dog.
My dogs.
Should we answer one more question before we wrap this podcast
Yeah.
up? I guess we should ask, do you have any questions that you want to present to the Live Advice Comedy Podcast?
Anything.
Do you know how to swim?
We should ask. Yeah.
Any big things going on in your world that you need advice on?
Let's see. I think I spend too much money at this establishment,
Yeah?
plus the bar next door,
The beer temple?
plus the tacos across the street.
Mm.
Pretty much revolve around here, there, over there, constantly. Is that a good or bad?
How often are you at all three of those places a week?
In one day?
Do you hit all three in one day?
All three in one day, probably 3 times a week. But 2, probably 5 times a week.
I have 2 questions.
2 out of 3.
Are you is financially is everything okay? You don't have to get into specifics, but everything okay? And then 2, are you happy? Because
Thanks, Max.
if that's what you want, then that's great.
If you're following the flow chart, if you're still happy, you're just going to tell them not to change it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy. Yes.
Fucking
I'm happy.
chow down.
Yeah.
What do you
know?
do?
I would
Work.
say that in the words of Steve Raines, it sounds like you got it dialed in.
Yeah.
You
know-
know local businesses? How about it?
I like local businesses. I repair neon signs as one portion of my livelihood.
Mitchell, you got to get this guy's number.
I broke it outside recently.
Just allows that. Just allows that.
Yeah.
That's good.
You know,
So that pays for it.
it pays for it, right? It makes it not.
Are these like street tacos? What's the situation over there?
It's not in unsustainable. Are they what? Street
Yeah, what should I get over there? Because I went
Yeah.
over there during Lent, and I got
Posadas?
right across the street, and I got I did not enjoy the shrimp patties that I got, which was a
That
wild
sounds
thing to
awful.
get. I acknowledge that's not what I should have ordered over there, but it was Lent. They had a special menu. I wanted to try something new.
Is that the taco place you're going to?
Trace Posadas,
Yeah,
Trace
what?
Posadas.
Give me some highlights over there. What should I get?
If you want to experience some Trace Posadas,
My
you wanna
belly
just
button
ask
was
them,
on
what
Lint.
should I get? And they will tell you what's bueno.
Yeah,
I recently ventured into barbacoa, steamed
yeah.
meat, but I usually just go with a burrito. No beans, no sour cream.
Yeah.
No beans, no sour cream.
I think that's the-
Mitchell's brother over here.
But the experience
Barbacoa
starts off
there,
with
Bill.
a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of soup you getting?
Some pozole?
It just comes.
Oh, okay.
Just go in. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
go
Oh.
in and just say, just do it to me. Do it to me. So
It's kind of a
ask
sub.
for the margarita, get the soup, eat the black salsa, get the burrito, no beans, no sour cream, and then you walk out of there and you say, I need to go drink beer.
Yeah, you go, fuck, I could go for an espresso right now.
I wish I could have an espresso. That's why this place is open. I said I never come here at night. Here there's some questionably fun people.
That's fair. You're catching the tail end of the podcast.
Yeah, you really walked in at a bad time there, pal. We're about to wrap things up here.
You should. We were going off earlier.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was huge. I thought it was a good episode.
It was a fun
Baduzzy, go off.
Yeah, we had a few
Baduzzy go
callbacks
off.
in there.
Steve. What was it? Steve
Urban-
and the New Balances.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Urban-
yeah. Oh, yeah. Steve's yacht rock band. Papa
Yeah.
Steve and the New Balances.
Yeah.
He's Urban
It's good
Chestnut.
stuff.
What was
What's
track
my
one?
rapper
A
name?
walk in my
Rap name
shoes?
is what was it? Big Baby.
Big
Big
Baby.
Baby.
Yeah, because that's
Because
what a
that guy
homeless
outside
called
Laugh
him.
Factory, a homeless guy, was like, "Big Baby, please give me some money."
Gosh, you both have had
He's
tragedy
like,
happen
"Big
outside of
baby,
Laugh
please."
Factory.
Yeah.
I would have given you 5 minutes. Just doing a bit of that.
Yeah, I know.
I walk down the street. All those guys call me Big Baby.
You guys know what quadraphonic music is?
No,
Yeah,
what's
you
that?
gotta- No, I'm kidding.
Stereo is right, left.
Yeah.
Quadraphonic 4 is right, left, back, right. So it's square.
Yeah.
And what you guys are doing is you're making a 4-channel recording. And there are people in this world that listen to quadraphonic music recordings.
Yeah.
So if you were to give this to them, they would listen to this in their 4-channel.
So it felt like they were in the bukkake center of the podcast.
Singing in a way, if you paid attention to it, it would feel,
Interesting.
4-dimensional.
somewhat
This is a 4-dimensional podcast.
experiential.
Quadrophonic podcast. How
So
about
you fixed the neon sign. What's the other stuff that you do?
I sell books.
Oh fuck, where
So
at?
funny if you just wrote
I sell
quad.
books to people that want biographies written about them.
Oh wow.
Oh, so you're right.
I am the sales person.
The go-between.
The writer.
Yeah.
I talk to the person that knows what the deal is.
Yeah.
Cookbook. You want a business book? You trying to write a memoir? And they're like, I want a memoir. That's
Want a memoir, Urban Chestnut? Want a memoir?
Yeah, you started holding the microphone.
And they got the memoir.
Man, what?
Yeah, now it's like-
It's okay. Join the podcast.
Yeah.
So, that's what I do also.
That's cool. What's the is
We
a
got Joseph
Uh,
Mitchell, your older brother, over here.
are you a no? Is there like a company that makes autobiographies, or is that something that you have carved
So,
out?
I work for a company,
Gotcha. Okay.
and it is remote. I have a remote job.
Me too. During the day.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Frees up time for coffee, beer, tacos.
Right.
Can I ask you? Can
Yeah.
I ask you
All
this?
these places are.
We gotta get this guy a microphone.
To such a schedule.
Yeah. It's all, I'll crank up.
How
the-
are who's like your biggest like name you've written your company's written an autobiography?
Because when you're done, you own the book. So people just leave us in the dust.
So is this
So you're not
probably?
allowed to tell us, or
I don't know. No.
oh,
Are these
Yeah.
more like? These sound more like birthday gifts type books.
cameo
yeah.
autobiography?
You know what? Really, like you know what I mean?
They're like heritage.
Oh,
Expensive gifts or
Yeah.
something that says, I'm so important, I want to give you multiple
I want to pass it down. That's something that I would do when I'm old. I'm that kind of person that would be like, I'm going to pass a book of my life down to
That sounds awful.
my kids.
For me.
Chapter 12.
A lot of it's going to be
Turnip and Stone.
podcasting. A lot of it's going to be about how I started a podcast.
And in the early aughts, I started Turnip and Stone.
I use one of your sales technique that would go well on a podcast.
Yeah.
It's called the spin sales technique that goes well with any dead conversation. Any dead conversation. It's called the spin technique. Get someone to do anything you want them to do, especially an 8-year-old.
Wait, what kind of books does he sell again?
I'm trying to get an 8-year-old, or better yet, a 6-year-old, right? Trying to get them to do something.
This guy, he walks in. This guy eats tacos, walks in, drinks beer, and he's like, "Yeah, I sell books, and I know how to get 8-year-olds to do what you want."
I want them to do. It's very systematic. It's an acronym. It stands. The letters are SPIN. S-P-I-N.
Okay.
Okay.
You know, the first one stands for situation. What's the situation, little boy? Right? What's going on here? Right? And then they'll say, "Oh, I need a book, Mister. I want you to write me a book." Well, what's the problem? I don't know how to read. I can't write a book. You say, "Okay," and then I stands for infer. Like, what? Well, what happens if you don't? Have
Wait,
a book?
where's P?
Problem.
Problem.
Oh, problem.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Problem. What's the problem? I have to have this book. What if you don't have the book? I won't be able to, I'll have all these problems. Then you say, well, you have to infer how horrible life will be without this book. Your life's going to be over. Your kids are going to hate you. You gotta have it.
Wait, this 8-year-old has kids?
They have, whatever their problem is, you gotta get into the why. 8-year-olds are worried about, if you don't have the Pokemon cards, then you're gonna be dogged, on the playground. So you have to say that to them. And then the N stands for needs payoff.
Oh boy.
What if I fulfilled your needs, little boy? Spin. And they say, $5,000. Book is done.
Boom.
They write the
Done. Business over.
book. Right away. Then I come over here. Drink an espresso.
I come over here, I have a little coffee, and I say, I just didn't talk an 8-year-old into doing something awful.
No, and then the best part is when
What's the best part?
I meet the 8-year-old, right?
What, at a Walmart
This is
or
being
something?
recorded, just so you know.
Yeah, hang on. This is going to be...
Just
Wait,
before
no,
your
don't help
defense
him.
gets angry
Here's
at
what you
you.
gotta do. You gotta.
Just tell us where he's at.
It's easier than you guys think, right?
To what? Fuck a kid or?
The difficulty has never been what's stopping us from doing it. Just never like the barrier to entry.
Good Lord. What's your name?
I would have. I would have fucked these kids, but I don't know the spin method.
That's the problem. People they don't know the
But now we know the spin
You
method.
guys know.
To either sell
how old is it?
autobiographies.
Fuck.
I'm 40.
What do I do with all this raw power now that I know the spin method?
My name is Alex.
No, it's not. Neither of those things are true.
It's
And I was in here when it was a beer store.
this used to be a beer store?
It used to be that. It used to be the beer temple.
Well, they put up a wall and stuff.
See how quickly he spun the subject?
It was just a store. Just came in
Spinned.
and said,
He spinned it.
Okay.
Turn into a coffee shop.
Yeah, they...
Turn on the neon broke. And then I learned how to fix neon. Just so I could fix the neon here.
Steve, you
Yeah.
got another question from your phone?
What's the perfect
We'll
Halloween
end this puppy.
costume?
All right, yeah, we'll end on one more question. We'll get out of here.
Ghost. All right.
That isn't too sexy while still being kind of hot.
What's the best Halloween costume that isn't too sexy? Probably,
While still being
probably
kinda hot.
a guy that fixes neon signs.
Not everything's a callback.
You like that?
How about a police officer?
Not
Police officer.
No, they do the sexy cops.
I
all
don't
the
want to
time.
like it.
Terrifying about a certain aspect of the population.
Well, Matthew's just scared of anyone dressed like a police officer because he's worried they won't find his car.
Yeah, right.
And not everything's callback.
Can't believe you did a callback after giving me shit. so lame. I don't know.
That's not too sexy.
Zombie. There's
Mustard.
Mustard. Like one of those.
When you're
bottle
in like a
mustards.
giant mustard with the hats. The thing. But here's the thing: a lady can make that sexy because you don't have to have pants and
it's
sleeves
not the
on
costume.
afterwards.
It's how you.
It's who's in the costume.
Who's in the costume and how it is. What kind?
Presented.
You used to think of a real life nurse. It's not like oh baby, but you think of Halloween nurse. It's like
It's hot.
Nurse Joy from Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Specific.
reference.
Thanks, bro. Not everything's a.
All right, let's just go around. Yeah, drop it on it. Lay it on us.
Napoleon Dynamite.
I was Napoleon Dynamite. No, I was the actual Napoleon when I was a kid, not Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh, you were actually wait. When you were a kid, you were actually.
My dad dressed me up as legit Napoleon Bonaparte.
I was short then.
Wait, dynamite or Bonaparte?
Bonaparte.
Bonaparte.
He said dynamite.
I know, and I got excited because
Yeah, that's an instant replay of the last 15 seconds. Good job.
Being a trader skills. Max.
yeah, it's not the cost. Anything can be sexy if it's revealing enough. That's the issue at hand.
I think Napoleon Dynamite has some inherent sexiness to it.
Well, I'm not arguing that.
Well, we can't just go around the circle.
Give me some of your.
Steve, what do you think?
Give me some of your tits.
I think that Halloween is a terrible holiday.
You don't
No,
like
it's
Halloween?
my favorite holiday.
I don't like costumes. I don't like costume stores.
Steve, what is
What
your
the
vice?
Steve has been negative on. I'll go ahead. Steve has been
Wait,
down on
Steve's-
just about everything.
Steve's
recently.
been a bummer?
Sugar.
My vice is everything.
You don't like Halloween?
Halloween sucks.
No, you're completely incorrect.
Yeah, it's low.
Steve, how do
I'd
you-
say it's low on the list of holidays.
When you're a kid, it's fantastic. When you're an adult, you got the mixers, the costume parties.
The mixer.
Yeah, people are hanging out. It's nice and social.
Wait, Steve, I got a genuine question. How do you you just got to pull the pin for the day, just unload, just unwind. What do you do? What does it look like to you?
It's 3 bowls of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah, sit on the couch and turn the fucking TV on.
Fair enough.
pop into a Pringles.
What was the thing that you texted me that you didn't like recently? I feel like we just got to
it
reawaken some
Jews, or-
joy in Steve.
I don't know. What
It was.
it?
Oh, it was. Oh yeah. So Steve was looking for a job, and I sent him because there's a maintenance position open at my company, and I was waiting to hear back. So in the meantime, something popped up on my Instagram that said,
Oh, yeah.
Medieval Times is hiring," and I sent Steve the link for like $55,000 to be the maintenance guy at the
That's great.
Schaumburg
I thought it was a
Medieval
bit.
Times.
I was thinking of Steve. I
And
would do that.
Steve goes, "No way! I don't like fantasies. I don't like stories." And I was like,
He doesn't like stories?
first of all, you're the maintenance guy. You're not participating in the fantasy at all. You just have to keep the AC running. They don't make you dress up like a jester. They don't make you wear armor. All you have to do is fix the HVAC system.
Although medieval maintenance man is very funny.
Of course
To
it's
just
funny.
be like, hey, hear ye, I hear a light bulb's out in stall number 2.
But I just imagine Steve, like, he's like turning a screwdriver in like somebody's desk lamp somewhere, and a guy comes, he's like, "Hey, Steve, when you're done with that," and Steve says, like, "I don't give a fuck if you're a duke. It doesn't matter. Fuck a princess. Fuck a knight. I don't care. If it isn't a burned out light bulb, if it isn't a fried HVAC system, I don't want to hear about it."
I thought it was pretty fun. Did he actually say no way?
He said something to the effect
That's
of like,
funny that he's-
he said, "I hate fantasy. I hate make believe bullshit," or
No
something like that.
way.
It's also not make believe.
I got it
No,
right.
It's like
it's-
it actually happened. That's real.
This mythical hole in the
this mythical shit in the toilet.
The whole experience is fantasy, boys.
Oh.
All right.
He goes, "Steve, they're leaking coolant from the fridge on floor 2." Because I don't believe it.
No, he goes.
More of that witchcraft coming from the ceiling.
He sent it. He goes, "While I wait to hear from the boss, check it out." I said, haha. I thought it was a joke.
I thought you would like it.
He goes, "You got the resume?" I go,
No,
"Yeah."
I said you have the resume. Like
He's-
I was telling you that you have it. This job is yours.
Time to take the Dark Ages to the next level. I said I hate fairy tale bullshit.
And that explains the hatred for Halloween.
Yeah, dude.
Halloween's made up.
Dude, all the girls are dressed up hot. You're hanging out. There's candy, some pizza.
I'm more of an All Saints Day guy. I celebrate the following day.
Very nice.
Steve, what is your most ideal day?
Uh,
I'm just curious.
wake up in the ethereal plane of existence, floating on a lily pad with a vibrating butt plug in my ass. A fucking whore sucking my pipe.
And you're telling me you don't want to work at this fairy tale place?
That's going to be the end of the podcast. Oh, fuck. That's funny. That's right at, we're literally 20 seconds from the second hour. You guys are good to wrap it up?
Good to wrap
How
it
about
up.
it?
That, you're telling me you can't do the fairy tale. All right, guys. Hey, you got anything to plug before we get out of here?
Hey, no, I don't, because nobody wants. No, I'm kidding. I have some shows coming up, but I'm not famous. So whoever's listening, I know you.
This will be out in 2 weeks.
No. Follow me on Instagram. That'd be nice.
What's the Instagram?
It's my name, Peyton, PeytonRuddy comedy. Peyton Ruddy comedy.
There we go. Max?
Yeah.
Well, tonight I was supposed to be producing a show, but we sold 0 tickets. so
Turns
I-
out Tuesday's not a great night for ticket sales here in Chicago.
So I came here to watch my friend's podcast. Turns out they didn't sell any tickets. I don't know. Come to the show.
What's it called? What's
Banter sessions every second and fourth Tuesday.
Nice. I'm going to be on that in September, right?
I think you. Yeah.
Yeah. Check that out. Anything to plug, Matt?
I'm at the Zanies September 27th and 28th, hosting for Joey Avery.
Nice.
So come out to that and check it out.
And keep an eye out for a Moon Gray 2021.
Yeah, if you see a four-wheel drive RAV4 with Montana plates, there's a high likelihood that belongs to a one Matthew M. Mitchell.
In the words of Steve Raines, that is a criminal at large. All right. Thank you guys for listening to Turnip and Stone. We will see you soon. Steve, anything to plug? Same old. Listen to Turnip and Stone. Steve Raines, Eric. All right. Bye, guys. Thank you.
That was fun.